Hey guys, this is Miss Stone. Just going to go over a few of the basics of Adobe Illustrator and what we will be creating in class, so you guys can come prepared. This is our Yeti. Sorry about my mini fridge. That we will be creating. So this is just lesson 1. We're going to go over the body and the background, so nothing too serious. For this first step, the first step is literally just a new document and learning how to do the background. Step 2 is going to be doing the layers, the background, and the character. And then we're going to be doing the shape of the body of the Yeti, of his or her. And then step 3 really isn't a step at all. It's just getting familiar with the different panels and tools on Adobe Illustrator. So, hope you guys have a good time. So, File, New, Command D, and then set it custom. Okay. Create a square. So you can either hit rectangle. I'm just gonna click it, and then create a square the size of the artboard using the rectangle tool. So I'm gonna click that and do 600 by 600. Enter. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and hit the selection tool, put it right over. And actually, if you wanted to, you could snap it. Click vertical align center. Okay. So once you've done that, we're now going to change the color of it. So the color you can do here. I double click, and then we're going to be focused on the red, green, blue. So red is going to be 182. Green is going to be 235. Oops. 235. And then the blue is going to be 239. So that's the blue that we want. Cool. And then we're going to go ahead and go over to layers, which is right over here. Going to click that, and we're going to go ahead and make this our background. So double click, and we'll label this as background. And then we're going to, this is going to be create a new layer, and we're going to double click again, and we're going to put character like that. And then this layer, see how it's blue? We can tell by the color right there, and you can always go in there and edit it. Go ahead now and lock the background. Yeah. So we're going to lock the background because we don't want it to move. Locking it means like we can't edit anything on it, and I can't make any shapes, any new shapes on it. You see how it has the X on it on the pencil is because we're on a locked background or on a locked layer. So I'd have to click onto that, and then I can make more shapes. And then I didn't mean to make this rectangle, but it kind of shows you that you see this layer is a red, so it knows the layer that you're on is red, and the object that you did is red. So if, say, you had a different layer and it's green, well, now you know that you're on the third layer. The next thing you're going to do is we're going to select this top layer, the character, and we're going to go ahead and create a body for our Yeti. And you can go in and do that either with you can either click L, or you can go in and click the rectangle that it was originally and then do that. But see how it's L in parentheses, so you can just do that really simply. And then click anywhere, because we're going to have it specifically at 290 pixels by 240. Okay. And so then we're going to fill that white. So I go ahead and double click this all the way to the left. Sorry, it's different in Illustrator than it is in Adobe InDesign. But we're going to click OK, and then we're actually going to click that. This is the outline, so you can see here that it is black, or we want it white. So I gotta click that and make that white. Actually, gonna go ahead and click on this background, unlock it, click it, because I forgot this is also black, and I don't want it to have a stroke. It's actually what it's called, a stroke. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock that, and then come back on here, and then using my direct selection tool, which I can click as A or click it right there. I'm gonna go ahead and click this top point here, and as I select this top point, I'm gonna hold shift and drag the top point up approximately 80 pixels. We're gonna go up about this high, okay? Maybe bring her down just a little, and do that. Then we're gonna select the top point again, but this time we're gonna select the left handle, this right here, and drag it to the left. So we're gonna drag it this way and kind of make him more rounded, less of an egghead, because this is gonna be his face, okay? And then we're gonna go select the bottom point right here, and we're gonna click it and then hit shift and drag down about 10 pixels. So it's gonna be right around there. So now we're gonna make our little Yeti symmetrical. First, I just kind of want to make him a little bit more dopey at the bottom. This one's kind of up to your own interpretation, like however you're feeling. So our first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna select M, which is our rectangle, and we're gonna make a big rectangle over him like this. Then we're going to click our selection tool, which you can see you can click V or just click it on the tools panel and it'll get you right to it. We're going to snap it into the center of our Yeti. Now we're going to select both the shapes, which this one's our highlighted, so we're going to click shift and then click on the circle. We're going to click on Pathfinder and do minus brunt. Now we have half of a shape. The whole point of us doing this is to make him symmetrical. So I'm going to double click or do like 2 fingers on the trackpad if you're on a Mac, right click if you're not. I'm going to go transform, reflect. I'm going to do it vertically because I want it to flip to the right of it, not above it or below it. And I'm going to click copy, make sure that's highlighted, copy. Now I've got both. Then I can pull it here and it snaps right there. I want to put them together, which I do because if I'm messing with it, it's not going to stay together, and that's going to be annoying trying to put them together like that. I select both of them, and then on Pathfinder, click Unite. So now it is one whole object. And there you go. So that'll be it for today's lesson. I hope you guys learned something new about Adobe Illustrator. Next lesson is going to be over lesson 2, which we will cover tomorrow. And we will be making the Yeti's legs, adding outlines, and making the face. The face has a lot of details and a lot of different things with Pathfinder. So I hope you guys are excited because you finally get to put some details to your Yeti. Hope you guys had a good time. Hope you learned something, and see you tomorrow.